Houston just became one of America's top CRE markets. And if you've been watching the commercial real estate landscape closely, one thing is clear. And Houston is no longer a secondary market, and it's a primary target for capital. From institutional investors to private buyers, as well as owner users, Houston is rapidly emerging as one of the most attractive commercial real estate or CRE markets in the United States. And if you understand why, you can position yourself ahead of the next wave. So the big shift here is, and why Houston is winning is our next segment. And Houston's rise isn't random, it's structural. And here's what's driving it: population growth. And that's the demand engine. And Houston continues to rank among the fastest growing metro areas in the country. And more people means more rooftops and more retail demand and more industrial and logistics needs, but also more medical and service based businesses. And retail follows rooftops, and Houston has both. So it's also got a business friendly environment. And Texas continues to attract corporate relocations, energy and manufacturing expansions, tech and AI infrastructure investments. And with no state income tax and a pro development environment, Houston becomes a magnet for both employers and capital. Three is industrial and logistics dominance. And Houston's proximity to the Port of Houston, major highways, I think I 10, but also Grand Parkway and the West Park Tollway on the west side. That's what makes it a logistics powerhouse. Industrial assets continue to outperform with strong rent growth and long term tenant demand. Four is its relative affordability versus tier one markets. So when you're comparing it to cities like New York or Los Angeles or San Francisco, Houston offers higher cap rates, which means lower entry pricing and stronger cash flow potential. So the translation there is it's better risk adjusted returns for the investor. Five is the debt wall opportunity. With over 1.5 trillion in CRE loans maturing nationwide, Houston is seeing refinancing pressure, distressed opportunities, but also recapitalization deals and opportunities. And smart investors aren't waiting, they're positioning capital right now. So, what property types are leading? Industrial, e commerce and logistics demand, last mile distribution, uh, strong rent increases, retail and suburban, driven by master plan communities like Ellison, Jordan Ranch, service based tenants, medical, food, fitness, medical office buildings because of population growth and healthcare expansion offer strong long term stability in leases. But strategic plays near Grand Parkway and FM corridors are also opportunities. And the reality is, not all deals are going to work. And here's where most investors will get it wrong. So they assume that rent growth will save the deal, or that cap rates will compress and financing will get easier. But that's outdated thinking. And in today's market, debt is just a little tighter, and exit cap rates matter more than ever. And NOI discipline is everything. And the winners are underwriting deals like lenders and not speculators. So let's talk about the investor playbook for Houston in 2026 and beyond. And if you want to capitalize on Houston's rise, focus on structure over rate. Don't chase the lowest interest rates, but build the right capital stack for your project. Two is buy for cash flow and not hope. And if the deal doesn't work today, it's just not a deal. And three, target growth corridors. So think Katy, Fulshire, Brookshire, West Houston. Four is think like a developer. So follow infrastructure and rooftops and not just headlines. So the final take for the day is that Houston didn't just get hot. It's earned this position day in, day out over years. And with population growth, logistics demand, affordability, and capital inflows, that's what makes the top CRE market. And the question isn't whether Houston is a top market. The real question is, are you positioned to take advantage of it? And that, my friends, is it for the day. Please visit my website, houstonrealestatebrokerage.com, to figure out how to get a hold of me. Love to talk to you more about your situation and see what we can do to better it. Have a good day.